Good morning, my dear students. How are you today? Our lesson today is lesson 12-2 Make line plots. Today we are going to learn how to make the line plots. He will give me some data and I'm going to make the line plot for this data. Let's start our exercise. A fifth grade class recorded the height of each student. How could you organize the data? Make a line plot to solve this problem. Here we have the data. The data is 55, 52, 50 and a half, 50 and a half again, 55, 50 and a half, 50, 55, 50 and a half, 55, 58 and a half, 60, 52, 50 and a half, 50 and a half again, 50, 55, 55, 58 and a half, 60. First, we are going to draw the line plot like that. After that, we are going to choose a scale for these data. How come? What is the smallest number here? The smallest number here, I think, is 50. This is the smallest number. What about the biggest number? The biggest number here, I think, it's 60. So we need a scale between 50 and 60. And don't forget, here you have half, 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 and so on. So our scale will be like that. Start with 50. The next one, 50 and half. After that, 51. The next one is 51 and half. So we are going to make a scale. Each time we are going to add half. 51 and a half, 52, 52 and a half, 53, 53 and a half, 54, 54 and a half, 55, 55 and half. Let's complete the line plot. After 55 and a half, after it 56, 56 and a half, 57, 57 and a half, 58, 58 and a half, 59, 59 and a half, and the last one is 60. So this is the line plot. Let's represent our data on it. 55, cancel it and put 55 one dot. 52, 52 one dot. 50 and a half one dot. 50 and a half again one dot. 55 one dot again. 50 and a half like that. 50, here's 50 one dot. 55, 55 here, 50 and a half here, 55 here, 58 and a half here one dot, 60 one dot, 52 1 dot, 50 and a half, 1 dot, 50 and a half, 1 dot, 50, 1 dot, 55, 1 dot, 55 again, 1 dot, 58 and a half, 1 dot, and 60. So this is a line plot. Another exercise. Here, the dog in Paulina's pet shop have the following weights. The weights are in pounds. How can you organize this information in line plot? Here is the data: 8 and a half, 12 and a quarter, 6, 11 and a half, 7 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, 8 and a half, 12 and a quarter, 8 and a half, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, and 6. Draw the line plot first. And we need to choose the scale. The scale here, where is the smallest number? The smallest number is, yes, 6. And the biggest number here is 12 and quarter. So we are going to start with 6. After 6, maybe we can choose 6 and a half and 7, 7 and a half, 8, 8 and a half, 9, 9 and a half, 10, 10 and a half, 11. Let's complete our line because I don't have enough space. 11, 11 and a half, 12, 12 and a half. Here we have 8 and a half. Make a dot. 12 and a quarter. 12 and a quarter, it's at the middle between 12 and 12 and a half. 12 and a quarter between 12 and 12 and a half. Here, 12 and a quarter. In the middle exactly. So here, 12 and a quarter. 6 here. After 6, 11 and a half, 11 and a half here, 7 and a quarter, yes, 7 and a quarter between 7 and 7 and a half, here exactly. So here, 7 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, here, 1 dot, 8 and a half, here, 12 and a quarter again, 1 dot, 8 and a half again, 1 dot, 12 and a quarter, cancel it, put 1 dot here, 12 and a quarter again, put 1 dot here. So 12 and a quarter has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one is 6, put point here. So we finish our line plot. Another exercise, we have some data like that: 3 and a half pound, 5 and a quarter pound, 7 pound, 8 and a half pound. And the tally is like dashes: 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Frequency is like that. Here we have 2, write 2. Here we have 3 dashes, write 3. Here we have 4, right? 4. Here we have 1, like 1. So draw the line plot like that. And we need to choose the scale. The smallest number is 3.5, and the biggest number is 8.5. So start with 3.5. After 3.5, 4. After 4, 4.5. 5, 5.5. 6, 6.5. 7, 7.5. 8, 8.5. 3.5 has two frequency or two tallies, so make 2 dots. 5.25 has 3. Where is the 5.25 here? 5.25 between 5 and 5.5. Yes, between here in the middle. So here will be 5.25. 5.25 has 3. 1, 2, 3. 7 has 4 dots. 7 here has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8.5 has only 1 dot. The next question. We have some data here, and he already drew the line plot, and he need me just to put the dots. How come? Let's check. 11.25. 11.25 after 11 with 1 dash, because this is 11.25. This is 11.2 means half. This is 11.75, and this is 12. So each dash after the number means 1/4. 11.25 here, just 1 point. 12.5 in the middle between 12 and 13, like that. 11.25 again here. 14.75 after 14 with 3 dashes. 1, 2, 3 here. 14.75. 10.5 in the middle between 10 and 11 here, exactly here in the middle. 11.25 again here. 12 here, exactly here. Another exercise. We have 1 and 1/8, 2, 1.5, 1.25, 1 and 1/8, 1, 2, 1.5, 1.25. And he already again drew the line plot for me. Just we are going to put the point. 1 and 1/8 here, just 1 dot. 2, we have already 2 here, put 1 dot for 2. 1.5 here exactly, put 1 point. 1.25 here, put 1 point. 1 and 1/8 here, put 1 point. 1 here, 2 here, 1.5 here, 1.25 here. So we finished the line plot. Another exercise. We have half, 3/4, 3/4 again, 1, 1, 0, half, half, 3/4. Let's draw the line plot like that and choose the scale. The smallest number is 0, and the biggest number is 1. So I can make a scale like that. 0. Your step will be quarter by quarter, like that. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 1, because 4 over 4 means 1. Here we have half, it's 2 over 4. 2 over 4 equals half. 2 over 4 equals half. 3 over 4 here. 3 over 4 again here. 1 here. 1 again here. 0 here. Half, it's 2 over 4 again. Half means half equals 2 over 4. They are equal. Half again here. 3 over 4 here. Another exercise. We have 5 and half, 5 and 1 over 8, 5 and 3/4, 5 and 1/4, 5 and half, 5 and 1 over 8, 5 and half, 5 and 3 over 8. Let's draw the line plot and choose our scale. The smallest number here, I think, is 5. And the greatest number here is 5 and 3 over 8. Or 5 and 3/4. Whatever. Our step will be like that. Start with 5. And we are going to step by 1 over 8, 1 over 8 like that. 5 and 1 over 8, 5 and 2 over 8, 5 and 3 over 8, 5 and 4 over 8. 5 and 4 over 8 means 5 and half. Don't forget, because 4 over 8 is like half. 5 and 5 over 8, 5 and 6 over 8, 5, 7 over 8, 5 and 8 over 8 means 6. 5 and 8 over 8 means 6. 5 and half is 5 and 4 over 8. Because half equals 4 over 8. If you make the simplify, 4 over 8 is equals half. 5 here. 5 again here. 5 and 1 over 8 here. 5 and 3/4 here. I don't have 3/4. So where is 3/4? Let's make simplify. 6 over 8. Both of them in table 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 5 and 6 over 8 is like 5 and 3/4. So 6 over 8 is the same 3/4. 5 3/4 here. 5 and a quarter. I don't have quarter, so make simplify. 2 over 8. 2 over 8 in table 2. So 2 divided by 2, 1. 8 divided by 2/4. So 5 and 2 over 8 is the same like 5 and a quarter. 5 and half is 5 and 4 over 8. 5 and 1 over 8 here. 5 and a half again here. 5 and 3 over 8. 3 over 8 is 6 over 8. 3 over 8 here. 5 and 3 over 8. Now we finished our lesson. I hope you understood our lesson. Don't forget your online assignment. Have a nice day.